Well, hello everybody. I'm breaking this video out of part of another restoration project that we've got underway. I'm standing in a property that we purchased that was in foreclosure from the sheriff's sale. And I just wanted to take you around and show you the volume of possessions that were left here. It's staggering. Everything has been rifled through. Everything you're about to see is going to be sold in some manner. Garage sale, Craigslist, eBay, depending what it is. There's a lot of money here, so I couldn't just throw it away. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to show you the 30-yard dumpster of things we have thrown away. Now this property dates back to, we found pictures and papers and whatnot, all the way back into the late 1800s. So there's generations of stuff here, and a lot of antiques. This, that, and the other. But just starting in over here, this might be a little bit long. When I was going through the garage, I found this lathe operation book by Atlas. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to find a lathe here. I didn't. Then a machinery handbook. We've got almost a complete set of Time Life World War II books here. These are not very expensive items, but now we're moving into the video games section. There's a lot of Atari stuff here. A lot of the Nintendo games and things like that I've already taken out of here and took them home. And I've not finished tabulating everything, but just in the video game section, I'm already up to about $6,500 worth of video games. We're talking a lot of these are factory sealed in the package, and they're worth quite a bit of money. This is part of the section that I've not gone through yet. Just some old computer software and books. Moving in here, all of these books are here. There's a lot of Star Trek, a little bit of Star Wars, Stephen King novels on the bottom shelf. You can't see it. The big novels all the way across. We've got a bunch of Nancy Drew books. I believe they're in this box right here. Those are extremely collectible. We've got another author of books that are similar to those, but I can't recall her name. Just simple stuff here. Like I said, things are going to be put on eBay, Craigslist, whatever, depending on their value. I've got media from almost every generation, rolling back to reel. Then we move into 78s. We've got that whole cabinet full of 78s of various flavors. 45s, this isn't all of them. Down here, that's all 33 vinyl, dating back into probably, well, I'm not real sure, but this whole section from about here over is all old Beatles vinyl. Took a long time to go through all of that. A lot of them are collectible. There's not really any mint condition stuff in there. We've got cassette tapes, DVDs, some 8-tracks back here. You name it. Moving around in here. This little stand, I've got an Atari 130 set up there. I've been kind of testing cartridges with it. I've got the original box for that. The hard drive, external 5 1/4 hard drive, if you guys remember those. Original box for that. I've got an Atari 800 sitting down below that with its complimentary disk drive. Tons of software for it. Miscellaneous little TVs and stuff. Moving along this way, we've got a treadmill, a walk mill or something like that. This actually worked, but the elevation did not work. Someone had destroyed the little momentary switches in there. So I dug through the ton of old computer stuff that was here, and excuse me, robbed some of those switches and got that working. I was going to tear the motor and controller out of that to use it for like a belt grinder or something, but my wife wants this and she'll actually use it, and it folds up to a small footprint, so I'll have to look elsewhere for that. Got a harp, some old lamps. This is an old sewing table with a leaf on the back that folds up. It's completely full of not fabrics, but needles, threads, everything that would be associated with that. That box right there is an old Singer sewing machine. complete in the box with all the accessories, manual, you name it. That particular model, since it does a zigzag, it goes for about $400. Little writing desk, piano. Found the original receipt, manuals for everything, 2 violins, old VCRs and whatnot. Workout machine. Can't give those away, so I planned on chopping that up for a belt grinder project. It's hard to see what all is in here because it's just kind of piled in, but this is all good stuff that some people want. You know, these are all cross-stitching pattern kits. There's probably about 20 in here, ranging from, you know, about $10 to $25 each. Never been opened. I'm finding that stuff everywhere. Not really much in this area, but we'll move around and continue on. It's hard to get your eyes focused, I realize, but I've got 3 or 4 dehumidifiers here. 2 Bissell carpet cleaners, one with heat, an upright vacuum. Everything works. I've tested it. Miscellaneous garage sale items. You know, wrapping paper, 10 cents a roll. You know, it all adds up. When you start looking at $1 for each piece, I've probably got between $12,000 and $15,000 worth of stuff here. This is an old Smith Corona typewriter in the original box. A little worse for wear. Found the original manual somewhere else. An auto harp. These are kind of eBay items. Here's one in particular. This teapot right here, it is broken, but in good shape. That would fetch $300. I'm not sure about the little remaining stuff there. This is an engineer's slide rule. I found the manual elsewhere. A post. It's bamboo. I think I looked those up, and depending on the condition and whatnot, they're about $50. Just kind of moving around. Nothing really in here, just my garbage that I'm working with. Now we're going to move out to the garage. Look at all this stuff. It's all mixed together. I've got to break it out again. What will be sold at a sale, what will go on Craigslist, like I'd mentioned. I'm just trying to point out some things. This is a brand new coffee mug press where you can take a picture and put it on the mug. I'm sure you guys have seen those, maybe got one from someone. All there. Down here, a never used button press that you can make buttons with for people to wear. I've discovered I'm all about ball peen hammers. Here's a real nice brand new old Craftsman. I love the ball peen hammer. I've got many of them in different sizes. I might even shoot a clip on that. Screen printing. 2 screen printing presses. This is a flash dryer for screen printing, so you would lay one layer of ink, let's say on a shirt, spin your press around, and while you're doing the next one, it's flash drying that ink, and then you bring it back around. You can drop a different screen and put on your different second color. Lots of stuff brand new, never in the box. Nice old drafting arm with replacement bands. Brand new nice flag in the box. Just all kinds of stuff. This Craftsman lawnmower, we needed to mow the grass over here, so I put some fuel in it and just started running out the carburetor. 10 minutes later, freed up the stuck float, needle and seat, blew out the passages. Runs like brand new, and it's not even that old. The gentleman that lived here was in World War II, and I'm assuming he was an aviation mechanic. This is his toolbox. There's a few machinist tools in here, but it's just chocked full of random stuff. Pretty neat. I actually found his discharge papers. He turned out to be a chemical engineer that worked for City Services, or City's Service, which turned into Citgo, and actually found a couple patents of doing something with acid or something like that, part of the refining process. A really nice Coach purse that appears to be authentic. Just all kinds of miscellaneous stuff here. Tons of pet kennels, things like that. There were evidently 5 cats and 2 dogs here. This is just what I drug down from the attic yesterday, because I had this whole area packed full, about 12 feet deep, about 6 or 7 feet tall, maybe 5 or 6 feet tall. Vintage Christmas decorations mixed in with the newer stuff. But I'll try to give you a quick shot of the dumpster. I just drug that around from the back, that grill. It's pretty roach, so it's going in the dumpster, but it had a tank of gas on it that appears to be pretty full. Giving that to a friend. But here is a 30-yard dumpster on where we're at. If you're ever going to do something like I'm doing here and need to get rid of a bunch of stuff, especially carpet, cut it out and roll it out in the bottom of your dumpster. That only took up about, maybe at the best, 18 inches of space, and I've got about 6 foot tall on the sides. And it's tightly packed. There is tons and tons of stuff in there. There's that big tree here we got out. But it's just crazy. You never know what you're going to get on one of these types of situations with a foreclosure, or even just someone moving, what they leave behind. I can't believe that she didn't sell a lot of this stuff, and she could have bought herself out of foreclosure at least for a while. It's hard to get your head around it, but there is a lot of material here, so I may do 2 or 3 sales, because I don't think I can get everything out of here. I got manuals for everything, things that weren't here. They didn't throw away 1 receipt or 1 piece of paper. I have it all. It's unbelievable. Just thought I'd share this with you guys. Thanks for watching, and good luck.